This is absolutely lit. This is lit, 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 lit.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes.
I think that's a part of leadership, is to have some of the guys that have gone before that have been disappointed to share it with everybody involved. For me, it's a reminder. I, too, have been here 23 years. And it is a reminder. I've been here when it was glory hole days, and I've been here when it wasn't. And so, having said that, I want me some glory hole. So I have that perspective.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is Dark Times with Dark Match Steve. Oh, yeah. Dark Match After Dark. We got a late show tonight. It's extra dark tonight. Lovers, friends, welcome, welcome. Those of you that are tuning in, my regulars, thank you guys for putting up with me. Guys, I hate to do this. I hate to, but we might make Wednesday nights a later show. We might do that. Because at this point, it's become a habit. Look, I am in a relationship with a man, unfortunately. It's, I'm in character, guys. I'm not actually, I don't want to have to explain it every time, but you guys know. I'm playing a gay character, Dark Match Steve, okay? It's so I can critique the LGBTQ community and get away with saying certain words that I'm not going to say tonight. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so I'm playing a gay character, and so outside of here, I am in a relationship with a man. And when I started the stream, it's someone that I've been with on and off since high school. So yeah, and when I started the stream, it wasn't really that serious between us. We were kind of, and we were in a weird spot. And so anyway, doing the stream didn't really interrupt anything with a relationship. And, so that wasn't even an issue back then. I mean, it's not an issue now. Really, we both are so fucking busy and we live at two different places. So yeah, I mean, it's the stream isn't interrupting our relationship, but I do like to be able to go see him for a little bit, at least like once or twice a week during the week, so I can spend some time with people I love and can see in person. But yeah, and on top of it, right now we are planning our trip. We are going to Wyoming. I'm so fucking excited to do that. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be wild. Fucking, we're gonna stop at a few different places. We're still planning it, but yeah, I'm so fucking excited. I'm gonna go see the Devil's Tower deal. It's gonna be so fucking cool. Just all the video and pictures and everything that my buddy took when he went out there during the winter, even though that is a completely different animal. The winter out in fucking Wyoming, it's brutal. But from what I can tell from pictures and stuff, from what I hear. But anyway, yeah, we're planning that. So it has been helpful to be able to go over there at least once or twice during the week, so we can actually like sit down and talk about shit and plan it out and look at some maps and all that. So yeah, we're planning out a good trip for us. I haven't flown on a plane in so long, and I'm not so much like, I'm not really that scared of going on a plane. Until actually recently. I mean, now it is a little scarier recently because it seems like I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening with the fucking planes, but hopefully Trump gets these pilots' asses and gears is. All right, let me get to the chat. I'm going to say hello to everybody, guys. I'm going to be eating spaghetti on stream again tonight. Look at this. Look how much fucking cheese we got on there. Don't fuck with me tonight, okay? You see that cheese? Don't fuck with me tonight. All right, let me get to the chat. Guys, are you excited? Tomorrow, I'm inside you, chat. Officially, I'm here. But before I get down into the chat hole, the rabbit hole of the chat, tomorrow we should be debuting 1 or 2 parodies. I know at least. I think word on the street is that we may have 1 or 2 parody songs debuting tomorrow. Hopefully at least one of them, but I've heard that one of them should be. I heard today on the show, if you listened, they had 2 parodies up on something, in Bubba's computer, ready to play. So those should be debuting probably tomorrow. And oh, my speaker just shut off. Sorry. One of them is about Lummy. Oh, yeah. And then the other one is about Shannon Sharp, the whole Shannon Sharp situation. Just a couple fun little ditties. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Get in the fucking chat tomorrow morning. Be prepared for that. All right. Chat him inside you. The fat pig lover. What's up? Hello, you little. Oh, I'm a pig. Do you mean to call me a pig? Because you have a pig in front of the start of your sentence and a pig at the end, almost as if it's just like brackets or something. Or instead of quotation marks, you use, I don't know what's, hello though. Welcome, fat pig. You were in here hours ago. Jesus Christ. I bet you're already asleep or something. Holyoke Joe up in here. I'm smelling myself right now. Oh yeah, Thomas Gilson. I was already up in the chat earlier to tell you guys I was going to be late. Michael Earl, Dark Match Steve, welcome Dark Match Steve and Michael Earl. Johnny Z, welcome Thomas Gilson. Thank you guys for having been in here. I hope some of you are still here. I know we're doing a late show. Some people don't like it. Some people can't tune in because it's too late. I understand. It's all good. Come back and watch it later. We've got a couple fun shows planned for the rest of the week, though. I've already got tomorrow's thumbnail made. I'm not waiting another day on it. Okay, this is something I wanted to cover the other day, and I didn't. And, anyway. But, fucking Scott Starbird up in here like an hour ago. Fuck, man. Eat More was up in here. I'm just going to say, people were here. Natural Aspired. Look at all these people that checked in an hour ago. Fuck. Promo code's up in here. Rainy was up in here. You guys were up in here. He's late. Yeah, I know. I'm fucking late. I'm sorry, Dark Match Gene. You guys, I haven't. The only days I've taken off from my 5 nights a week have been like Christmas Eve. I think I took Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off. I don't know. Bob Cook's up in here. Dutch Duke. All right. All right. We understand your love of spaghetti. It's not so much that I really like spaghetti that much. It's just like I like it a lot. I do like it. And then also it's something that I can pre-cook that is just like easy. Once I cook it once, I got my little, I got a thing full of sauce and some noodles pre-cooked. I can just throw that shit together. Funny face up in here, Big E. Scott Starbird still in here. Okay, so I'm getting it. We're current now. All these people are still in the chat. Pack your parachute. We're raw dogging it. No shoot. No net, no shoot. We're just on the high wire tonight. All right, guys. Do you mind if I take a little spaghetti break? Just try this. Oh, I breathed in some of the cheese. Oh, wow. The spaghetti's good tonight, guys. This is going to be wild. All right, we got a couple things. So this Andrew Wilson, our buddy Andrew Wilson, we love this guy. You said you were going to eat before the stream. What are you talking about? You had ziti for dinner? Yeah, I love me some fucking some pasta and meat sauce. Let me X this out. Guys, we got a pretty fun stream plan. Hopefully no school shootings or something that I have to cover. No crazy political news that I have to, we got some fun streams planned, okay? Let's see. All right, I got a fuck. Okay, let me get you guys over to this tab with me. I need to scroll down just so we can once we get into this, I want to be a little bit seamless. Not quite seamless. Oh,
my name is.
If you change where you want us, what part of the video you want to see, you get an automatic ad. I really love that about YouTube videos.
Dionisio Arellano. I'm the orchard manager for J&B Orchards. We compared the difference.
They're considered
Okay. Hold on, Andrew Wilson. Hold up. Oh, so yeah, he's not in studio. That's funny because I added a cigarette to his picture for the thumbnail, and in my head I was like, "Oh, we can't do a cigarette counter tonight because he's in studio." But then I see I haven't seen all this video. I was scrolling through for to get a thumbnail. That's where I got a picture of this bitch, is about here where she's like, they have the camera centered on her, but yeah, fucking, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Andrew Wilson is zooming in. So he is at home in his studio where he is allowed to smoke cigarettes. So we will still be doing a cigarette counter for tonight. So guys, pay attention. If I miss him lighting a cigarette, you guys need to say something. We take this very seriously. Why is my connection shitty right now? The fuck is happening? Bro, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Guys, hold on 1 minute. Let me see if this connection gets better. And I'm searching on another page. I only have a couple tabs open. That shouldn't be fucking with anything, I don't think. Okay, I've almost found this other video, and we'll be good to go. I know it's coming up here. I had this one in my history. I came across both these videos recently, and I was like, I'll get to them soon. I don't have to like send them to myself somewhere. I'll get to them soon. Oh, come on, where is it? Okay, here we go. And our connection just came back too. We're good. We're good. All right, here we go, guys. Oh. Good God. Okay. I'm gonna just X this out just to make sure All right, I'll bring you guys over to this tab. Here we go.
White, technically.
All right, so this is what happens. I wish I knew where the full episode is of this, because I would have gone through it and found, like, it looks like someone, this other channel has isolated the, full length clips of the interactions between these people. I really would have liked to see, I think there's a good amount of context for where shit really starts to hit the fan here. But I would like to have seen extra context of, like, how Andrew Wilson was interacting with other people on the panel, or, Brian, the host of Whatever. And this is the Whatever podcast. For those of you that don't know, this is the Whatever podcast hosted by this guy, Brian. I forget his last name. But Andrew Wilson, who we cover a lot of his content on my channel here. We love Andrew Wilson. He often zooms in. He does go in studio in person sometimes too, but he's often a guest on the Whatever podcast. Brian brings him in to help deal with the gaggles of crazy women that come onto this show and subject themselves to the humiliation. Some of them have only fizz and piz ages, and so they promote those, and they think they're going to come on here and just promote their page, and I'm just a cute little slut, come subscribe. And then Andrew Wilson goes, no, lady, you need to look for Jesus. So it's often it ends up a good time. DMS is the spaghetti boss. I'm the pasta boss. I think that sounds better. The pasta boss. The spaghetti's good tonight. So I've been getting a different kind of beef recently, and I think I like it. I've been doing pretty much the same seasoning. This beef just tastes different. All right. Enough fucking around. You guys quit fucking around. Let's get to the video. I'm going to be eating spaghetti down here in the corner. Don't mind me.
If they're of Spanish ancestry.
Oh yeah, I was still doing an intro kind of. Anyway, Andrew Wilson's on here to help deal with these bitches. I guess this lady here, this old fart, I don't know who the fuck this woman is, why the fuck she's here. I mean, you could really, that's a fair question for any of these women that come on here, and that's no offense to, no disrespect to Brian or Andrew Wilson, but I'm just saying, Anyway, but this fucking lady and Andrew Wilson start to headbutts and butt heads, and I guess Andrew's wife Rachel gets brought up into this, and that's what a lot of the bitches do when they interact with Andrew Wilson and they get into some heat. They love to bring up Andrew Wilson's wife. If you would have noticed in the thumbnail, she looks hot in that thumbnail. Let me just say, I mean, Rachel is like me. You've seen in some of this. I feel like if you get her at the not a good camera angle, her face and the lighting is the wrong way. She doesn't look the cutest, but that's the same with me. If you get the light at the right angle, I look like fucking dog shit. But yeah, the thumbnail, she looks hot. Andrew Wilson and her seem to have a good relationship. They're happy with each other. The way that they debate together and do all this shit, it's like they love the lifestyle that they're living and promoting. So I at least give them credit for that. They're preaching it and living it. And anyway, so Rachel gets brought up often by these bitches when they get angry at Andrew. And so then she zooms in eventually too. And that doesn't really go well for this lady, or we'll see. I've seen a little bit of both of these clips, but I have not. I've watched like a couple minutes of this, and I saw that Rachel went on there, and I pulled that up, and I watched a couple of minutes of that, and it seems like a good time. So let's check it out.
Mexicans, but they're considered mestizos.
Like
Hold on, white people. What? Let's go. White people aren't Hispanic. Breaking news.
white technically.
If they're of Spanish
they're
ancestry.
all white Mexicans, but they're considered mestizos.
Like I'm half Mexican, she's Mexican over here, but I'm saying like when they're not black, they're not like they're white, like they're categorized.
Mestizos.
Do you think that's
They're
because the
mestizos.
culture
A
is
race?
mainly like from other?
Yes, they consider them to be a race called
Okay.
No, they're saying now that it's not, which is kind of weird because I feel like when
Sounds so bad.
we were in like high school, it was like check a box and it was like Latino, Hispanic, and now that box has kind of disappeared and it
Look.
says white on a lot of things.
Well,
but
actually, you make a valid point.
I
It
don't
is
consider
true.
myself to be white.
Yeah, it is true that in order to fluff how many of the white population there is in the U.S., that the census has reevaluated to try to include more people who definitely are not what you would traditionally consider, quote, white, into that category box to expand how many whites there are. That is true. Like, I'm not going to deny
Do you
that
have
that's
it?
true. But that's what's going on, right? That's actually what is going on, is they're trying to fluff the numbers.
Race breakdown. I looked it up recently.
You see, that only works for me. I am white, I guess. Most people would say that I am white, but my last name is Hispanic. But I was adopted, so I guess I should be classified as white. I don't know. I remember there was some paperwork I was filling out, and I forget, it said Hispanic. That was one of the things, it was one of the races or ethnicity, whatever. And then white was another one. And I was like, oh, wait, should I be putting white on here? It was like early in adulthood or in fucking when I was in high school, filling out some medical, I don't know, whatever the fuck, filling out some paperwork by myself for the first time somewhere where I was with my mom, and I was like asking her, I was like, wait, should I be putting white on here? And she got like mad about it. I was like, bitch, you know what's up. You adopted my stupid ass. FaZe Cops is up in here. What's up, Famalam? Thanks for joining us. RuPaul's Slumber Party. What the fuck? What is that, a new show?
Anyways, doesn't matter. That's the stats. Minority. Whites are a minority in this world.
We're minority. Everyone.
Look, and ultimately, look, if I end up,
it's true.
You didn't want to say the other stuff, but you say that white are minority. Are they really minority? I need to see
yes,
the
white
stats.
people
Okay, like
are
globally.
a global minority.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There's more black people. There's more Asian people.
Yeah. There's a boatload of
He
Asians.
wants to preserve an endangered species.
Good for you.
That's beautiful.
Valid.
It is beautiful.
You got to be careful when you're talking about different races of people, and you're talking about large numbers of them. Sometimes you shouldn't say boatloads. It can sound bad. Someone might not like it. I don't have a problem with it, but these days you just got to tread lightly.
And look, if I meet a fantastic person of any race and we get along, yeah, we can have kids.
But but here's the thing, isn't it silly anyway when you think about it? When you look at all of the dating polls that come up, most people tend to date within their racial demographic. That seems to be who they're the most attracted to. So I don't even know why this is a controversial take anyway.
Is it controversial? I feel like nobody seems to.
I don't think it's controversial.
Support you.
I definitely
Thank you.
do not date within my race. That's for sure.
Well,
I
what is
think
your race?
Middle Eastern. I
She's,
think so.
I'm Vietnamese.
Vietnamese and what?
That's it.
That's it.
100%.
Come on.
Vietnamese.
I'm serious.
Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Do you speak Vietnamese?
Not at all. I don't speak a lick of it. I
Oh.
speak English only.
English only. America.
America.
America. America.
A fat pig in my chat. Everyone came over on boats. Yeah, I know, but some people didn't come over willingly on the boats, you know? So yeah, there's that.
Okay, good talk. We have some TTS coming through. We got boom. Is the audio? Can you check the audio?
Pickles donated $200.
Oh.
Ray
All
will
the
go on
burritos
burritos
indiscriminately, but won't
indiscriminately,
eat his.
Some people got a free boat ride to America, but then they had to work a lot when they got here.
won't
Own
eat
wife's
his own
punani.
wife's food.
It's true. It's true. Thank you for pointing that out.
LOL.
Guys, apparently Streamlabs is broken. So if you want, I mean, you can try it. If it's working, send it through Streamlabs. But if not, just go ahead and go to YouTube, send it in as a super chat. We're going to do $100 up reads. Chef Dill Pickles, thank you for the TTS. Appreciate it. Here we go. We have another message coming in. Ivermectin Cures Cancer says, Brian, let's say you have the perfect burrito. It's a 9.5 out of 10. Easy. Best one of your life. Only thing is, you got an enema. It's straight up the... Brian, would you put the B in the B, B in the B?
That's a cool screen name. Ivermectin Cures Kiz and Scissor.
Thank you for the message. No. Thank you, Ivermectin. Appreciate it. That was thoughtful and thought-provoking. I appreciate it. Okay, good talk. What would you want the minimum yearly income to be for your future husband? Go ahead.
Like 45, 50K.
Okay, what about you?
$1 million.
Per year?
Yeah.
Okay, what about you?
I know I wrote 250, but that's a lie.
Gross. This chick is gross. This chick is fucking gross. $1 million? You want this pussy? You want this tight little pussy? You better make $1 million. This blonde, tight little white pussy. I need to see $1 million.
I would say like 100,000.
You said
that, so 250K is what I'd prefer.
Gross. Gross. Go home. Put some clothes on. Jesus Christ.
But the lowest I'd go is 100.
I think you wrote minimum 200,000.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
So 1 million for you, 200,000 for you. You wrote what?
I said enough to do cool stuff.
Quality life. Okay.
Yeah, quality
What about
life.
you?
What we would like it to
Into the mic.
what
into
we
the mic.
like it to be, or
the minimum.
The minimum. So it's
Well-
like, okay, here's the, if I'm going to date a guy, settle down with him, like here's the minimum I'd want him to make.
it would be fabulous if he made $500,000.
No. But
It's
so like,
but what's the minimum?
what's the minimum? So it's like, okay, would you date a guy who makes zero?
Listen to this fucking lady. I have a friend whose mom used to sound like this, but not. This lady is just extra saucy and bitchy. But I don't know where she gets the right to give us all this attitude with this fucking gargoyle mug right here, okay? I don't know where the audacity of this grotesque woman, unfathomable where she gets it. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. This lady, when she speaks, it's like, it's hard to explain. It's almost like nails on a chalkboard, but you want to listen to more of it. It's sort of a addicting, the way she sort of says stuff, and you'll see once they start fighting, the way she emphasizes some things is just so weird.
I want somebody established that brings something to the table.
Yeah, just
I
give me
don't
a
know
number. Just
what that is.
Give me a number. Give me a number.
I want somebody that's retired,
Give me a number.
that's
Give me a number.
wealthy.
Give me a number.
Somebody
Give
that's
me a
got
number.
$5 million in the
me-
bank.
Okay, 5 million.
Wait,
That's what she
hold
said.
on. Wait.
5 fucking million is the minimum for you, lady?
I want him. No, I want somebody that's already established.
So what's the minimum? What's the
retired,
lowest you'd go?
that he doesn't have to worry about an income
What in
coming
God's name are you bringing to the table for a millionaire?
I happen to have money to bring to the table. Hello,
How much
I'm
you got?
established.
What you got?
Established with what?
I don't want to announce on here what.
Here, how about
You got kids? You have any kids?
No, I
She
don't
doesn't
have any
kids.
kids.
No kids.
You don't. So you don't have any children.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
What have you established yourself with that where you deserve a millionaire?
I own property. I'm vested.
Do you have 5 million in retirement in saved?
You know what? Nothing gives a guy a bigger boner than telling him with your ghoulish face that you own property.
Things.
No,
You
I
literally
don't.
have a blankie on because you're so fucking cold. Like, what are you bringing to the table here?
That's like a Jordan Peterson.
Look at you. I'm established. Get over yourself.
Get
I
over
own property in my early 20s.
Get over yourself, Andrew.
Who are you?
Who are you? You talking shit to my girl Holly?
I'm 62 years old. God bless you. If you don't have something by that age.
At 62 fucking years old, you should be a little.
What is, guys? What is this? What is this accent? For real, I don't. What is this? Is there like? Am I stupid? Is there? What is it? New Hampshire or something? What people that sound like this? Where do they come from? I don't know what the fuck. I mean, it's in America somewhere. I can tell that. At least she's born in America, but what the fuck is this? I don't know what this accent is, how she emphasizes weird syllables. Adam Wiley's up in here. What's up, family? Thanks for joining us over on the Twit. Can you see, though, how it's like a little bit addicting? This woman's voice, it's like obnoxious, but it's sort of like, wow, I want to listen to this woman argue with somebody, just, emotionally. I want to see this lady get fucking unhinged, start ripping her hair out.
A little bit more emotionally mature to understand that there isn't a whole hell of a lot you're bringing to the table. You're a bit overweight.
Hey.
Right? You're a bit snarky.
I rebuke.
What the fuck are you bringing to the table?
It's just preferences. Let's move on.
Millionaire to take you up on this offer, lady.
I rebuke.
I just went out with one.
Don't worry. This is
You
his
didn't
favorite
go out
argument with
a
people.
millionaire. You went out with a 401k millionaire.
You're so mean.
Ew. Fucking go home. You're so mean. Gross. Ew. Gross. Go home, lady. Yeah, I don't know why. See, this is like why I wish I had seen more of this video, because Stuart Barton up in the chat. What's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Welcome if you're new. Please hit the subscribe. She sounds like a drunken, retarded Bostonite. Is that right? Is that what the women are like from Boston? Jesus Christ. This woman is like grotesque. The makeup, see, at this angle, it doesn't look as bad, but from the front, she actually looks like a gargoyle just perched like this. You see how her fucking head, it happens to a lot of people when they get older. You don't have the best posture and kind of like pay attention to that kind of thing. You kind of get bent over, hunched over like a fucking vulture or something. She looks like a fucking gargoyle. And with the face paint, with the clown, the grease paint that she's got.
Gosh, Andrew.
You're smoking rock. What do I bring to the table? My spark.
Look at this angle. This looks bad. She looks ghostly here. And this fucking bitch, there's a lot I want to say, and I think I should just refrain. But I mean, what, like, come on. This is just, I don't know what this, if you're not, let me say, if you're not just on here to promote your adult content, and even if you are, this just reeks of desperation. This is fucking disgusting, actually. And it'd be one thing if she just kind of talked normal, but she's doing the fucking fake baby voice, which is like, this is disgusting. This is disgusting.
Do I look cute with my tits just wedged into this little top? Why are you so mean?
Friendly personality.
Disagrees with me. What is this woman bringing in that's going to incentivize a millionaire? You tell me, ladies.
There's a lot of people that are millionaires out there. Millionaires are nothing.
If I was 65,
Are you a millionaire?
You're the first person I would.
Okay, so I have a question because you have assets and everything like that. What is the minimum? Like, what do you want?
Well, that's what I'm just
You
saying.
know?
I want somebody that's established. Okay, I don't know what that means, but I'd like them to be retired. Okay, and I'd like.
I don't even think that that's like, you know, if she, it definitely sounds completely unrealistic, but these fucking rich people, you don't know what the fuck they're up to. These fucking circles of people that they're doing eyes wide shut parties. This bitch goes and wears a fucking mask and fucking, you know, stabs someone with an ice pick while they're getting their asshole fingered or something. I don't know what the fuck these people do. But it's, you know, it doesn't sound too crazy that this bitch is like, look, I got money. I have assets. I have properties. I got fucking cars, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck how ugly I am. I'm not going to get with some guy that makes $50K a year. It's just not going to happen. Motherfucker is going to be using me as a fucking sugar mama. And if we want to go do anything fun, I have to pay for it. No. I'm too old for that. I'm not doing that. I don't even think that that's like too unfair to think. And this is why I'm saying I wish we could see more of the context before this. If she said some stupid shit and Andrew was just getting more and more pissed off as time went on, and then suddenly he's like, okay, I have my wedge in to just bury this bitch. Now I can make her sound crazy for wanting to date a millionaire, but you know, it's like whatever. I don't know why. Yes, it sounds crazy on paper. Does this bitch look like she should be scoring millionaires? No. But I don't, you know, she's rolling in some kind of circles with that fucking gargoyle body.
Like to go travel with them. I happen to have a lot of friends in this age bracket that I'm in that are doing that. I don't want somebody that's working at Ralph's Market because he's got nothing to bring to the table. I would like them to have at least what I have. I'm not asking for the moon.
That was the question. What at least what you have.
Yeah, at least what I have.
That was the question.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair. I don't want some guy thinking I'm going to support him.
Gonzo and what is it? Forever Since 21? Forever Sensei? Is that right? 21? 100%, bro. I guess something I was saying you agree with. Thanks. I appreciate you guys checking out the stream. I don't think Andrew's wife passed the 3rd grade. You think so? You think she's dumb? I mean, I haven't watched a whole lot of her debates. I've watched a few with her and Andrew taking on random fucking people here and there. I've seen a couple on Modern Day Debate. I mean, she seems smart enough to me, but I guess whatever. I don't know. I don't follow her that closely. I'm a fan of Andrew. I keep up with a lot of his debates.
Mm-hmm.
As
God
an older
damn it.
adult, I didn't want to spend all my time binge watching television. So I said, let me go back.
You gotta be kidding me. Purdue Global, what is this? EDU. What, they're trying to get me to go to college? It is too late. Google, you know this already. Why am I getting ads like this?
What was that?
Are you bringing millions to the table?
I'm not going to announce it on this show.
Why?
I bring this fucking gargoyle pussy to the table.
Because it's nobody's
what's going to happen? Is
business.
somebody going to come drain your assets? Who's a fucking
Yeah, there's a lot.
Are you?
There's a lot that are out there. Yes, there are.
Come on, lady. You ain't a multimillionaire. You ain't going to incentivize multimillionaires to come in. Come on. Like, be honest with me.
Wait, how do you know she's not a multi-millionaire?
Being honest. Do you want photos of the last dude I just went out with? You're ridiculous.
I don't believe you. You could just be.
I have photos. I can show you. He owns a corporation. God bless you.
And you got a ring on your finger from this guy?
No, I didn't get a ring on. I went out with him.
Yeah, you went out with a guy. Yeah, millionaires date women, and then they bone them. They do it all the time. Doesn't mean that you're bringing to the table the thing which would incentivize the millionaire to take you all around the world.
Well, funny, I've had that happen a few times.
Have you?
How dare you? How dare you?
I dare.
You have no standards. You're pathetic.
I fucking love this lady's accent when she gets mad. You're pathetic. What the fuck is this accent? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this lady is. What is a woman?
I have no fucking standards.
I wish you were here.
You are pathetic. You hate women. You have a small mind. You don't know men.
Oh, I thought she was going to say you have a small something else. I thought she was going to take it there.
Whatsoever and what men want. There's plenty of older women that older men chase. You're smoking rock. You got brain damage.
No older man wants you. Look at you. You're a lump of shit. You're flabby.
How dare you? How dare you? I have photos. I can show you.
Show me the ring.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. No ring because you are what you are. Don't fucking lie to me.
I'm not lying to you.
I step away 1 minute.
Fucking Brian walked away for 1 minute and it turned into a goddamn, I don't know. It's a firefight right now.
How dare you?
How fucking dare you, Andrew?
What is real? Look at yourself in the mirror. You're overweight.
Hey,
so what?
Hey, be nice.
There's chubby chasers out there, loser.
She went with the chubby chaser defense. Classic.
Chubby chasers out there. You know what? And I love chubby chasers. I like
As somebody who's
strong men.
As somebody who's chubby, Andrew, I want you to apologize to the chubby people at the table.
Yeah, you're
I'd rather
overweight.
drink turpentine and piss on a.
Well, you're not my type
Andrew,
either,
there are
dude.
chubby chasers.
Hang on, I'll tell you
They're
what.
chubby chasers.
Oh, fuck, we forgot to count Andrew Wilson's cigarettes. I've been eating plates of spaghetti this whole time, and we forgot to keep track. He's smoking one right now. He's got to at least be on number 2. Hold on a second. Are we going to have to rewatch all of this? Where did he light it? Oh, we got smoke here in this part. Where did he light this cigarette? This motherfucker. Oh, they don't have him on camera the whole time. That's part of what it is. See, no cigarette there. We got at least this is cigarette. He's got to at least be. This is probably the first one. I want to say it's cigarette number 2, but anyway.
Okay.
Hang on.
You're not my type either.
Lady, relax.
Oh, lay down. Buckle it. What do you add to this conversation? Nothing, loser. God. Loser.
Wait, is it like this?
Let's try. Hang on, this could go in your favor.
Is it like this or like this?
You will freak out if you saw the hot dude that I was with for the last
You would
4
freak out,
months.
bro. The last 4
You would
months,
freak out.
balls deep. Hottest guy you've ever seen.
We would lose our shit if we only saw the men that want to bang this fucking gargoyle, fucking crazy face, goddamn obnoxious bitch. We would be shitting our fucking motherfucking pants. Sorry, I had to grab something. Had to grab a few things. Ah! Okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
You would freak out.
The hottest guy ever. Oh, you would, Andrew. You would freak out.
Funny face. This is the thing. I'm split on this. You said I love how he called her out. Loser, bro. I don't know. I'm actually split on this one. I'm telling you guys, sometimes it's plain as day the way these bitches deserve to get their fucking face shoved down into the turd that is their life, and they need to realize the shit that they're living in, okay? Some of these bitches are just asking for it. I don't know if this lady was. I'm not sure. I was kind of saying, I mean, I understand why this bitch does not want to date some fucking guy that doesn't make a lot of money and whatever. She's, whatever. I don't know. I don't see where, and if it's not Andrew Wilson kind of just milking opportunities to go off on these bitches, which is a possibility. I'm not accusing him of doing that, but I think sometimes when he sees an angle, he shoots, and he shoots from the hip, and fucking I don't know if this bitch got a headshot. I don't know if she deserved it.
Out, Andrew, if you saw the stud, you would freak out if you saw the stud she was with. Put some respect. Put some fucking respect on my girl's name.
That stud gave me multiple orgasms at 62 years old. Can you believe it?
Goddamn, Andrew, you put some respect
on that.
Gross.
Some respect on my girl's
Yeah,
name.
you probably can't even get your wife off.
Oh my God, Andrew, is that true?
You wish you were single, loser. You wish you were single.
Andrew, you wish you were single.
Talk to my wife.
Bring her down. Bring her
down.
fucking down.
Let's do it.
We're gonna laugh at her. We feel so bad for her that she settled for your ass.
I can't believe she did that.
She settled for your ass.
Rachel
You're a girl.
down.
Pathetic. She
I will
probably
rebuke-
banging on the walls to get out.
She's been summoned. I'll bring her down.
Bring her down.
Summon her. Summon her.
Conversation with her. God,
Summon her.
I'm the nice
Summon this bitch.
one. I'm the nice
Oh,
one.
you're the nice one. You're evil. You have no class,
So I
no
guess
coup, dude.
Evil.
You have no coup.
Well, here.
I love this fucking lady. You have no couth. What the fuck is this woman?
Let's
Does your head spin around? Get ready. Hold on, everyone. Here it goes.
I'm wrong.
Oh, I hate women. I hate women. I hate women. I hate women.
Stop spurting me out, lady. Let me just say my piece, and then I'll bring the wife down and you can yell at her. So if I'm wrong, if I'm way out of line to the women on the panel, you tell me that this woman here, right, is going to incentivize multimillionaires. Look at her.
Have you looked at multimillionaires?
Lie to me. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm always trying to learn about money and finances. The Experience app can help
Have you looked at multimillionaires?
you build your credit, buy new credit cards, car insurance.
I mean,
give me my phone. Somebody, where's
honestly,
my phone
look,
at?
Andrew, if I could come to the defense of Holly, he's stepping away. If I could come to the defense of Holly, I mean, I honestly think once Jeff Bezos is done with that Latina woman, you're next in line.
No, I don't. I would
being
never touch
honest.
that dude with a 10-foot pole, but Mike Lindell I did. And I got photos, so get me the photos.
Pillow guy?
Where's my
Mike
camera?
Lindell?
I got photos.
You had carnal knowledge with Mike Lindell?
I'm not telling you the intimate details.
I hope I'm not about to lose respect for Mike Lindell if this bitch starts pulling up receipts. Jesus Christ.
Apologize.
I got
that was
photos.
too much.
I
I'm
got
sorry.
proof, and that's what you.
I don't care if he had phony evidence that the election was stolen. I won't stop supporting him over that. But if we have evidence that he stole this bitch's fucking stank gargoyle pussy, that might be a deal breaker for me.
What? I got proof.
You had sexual intercourse with Mike
I'm not
Lindell.
telling you my personal life.
Okay. Did you give him a BJ?
I'm not telling you.
Did he take you for
I don't kiss and tell.
Did he take you for
Where's
a
my
ride?
phone?
Did-
Where's my phone?
You know, I believe you.
Who
I believe
took
you.
my phone?
I believe you. You don't.
Where's my
don't worry
phone?
about it.
Somebody took my phone in that
it's
little.
back there.
Can somebody bring
Don't
me
worry
my
about the
phone?
phone.
I have
We can't-
photos.
we
I've
can't
got
bring the phone.
photos.
I believe you. Don't worry.
I want to show photos. You wanted her age? I got photos.
No, it's okay.
Let's make
It's all
it
right.
good.
I believe
These
you.
guys are hot. Hot men. Oh, the loser left because he can't say
He's coming.
face.
He's coming back. He's summoning the wife.
We're gonna have to say sorry to his wife because she's in misery.
Here, let me get everybody's answers on this before we get into that. So, bare minimum income.
130.
Can I get my phone?
Hold on,
please?
we can't do the phones. We can't do the phones.
So my bare minimum is 130K.
What about you?
300.
$300 or
300,000
$300,000
a year.
$300
a year
Mhm.
is the bare minimum.
Yeah.
How much do you make?
I make like 150.
So you need double.
Mhm.
Hang on, Brian.
What about you?
She didn't say she bagged Mike Lindell, did she?
She did.
Pillow guy.
The pillow guy. Yes.
You bagged my pillow guy.
Hey, that's a get. That's a come up. Wait, we can't hear you.
Look, guys, he's lighting cigarettes off camera here. There's no way we can keep track of him tonight. He's cheating.
Andrew.
Give me my phone.
Oh, lady, I can't wait for you. My wife's coming down. She's
Hey, that's a big, like, that was a big W for her. What about you? Minimum
Mike Lindell stuck his
100,000.
Mike Lindell stick his dick in your mouth.
Hey, Andrew, put some. Hey, be a little. Come on. Andrew, be a little respectful. Be a
You
little
have
respectful.
no coup.
Come on, be.
You have
come on.
no coup.
Come on, Andrew, be a little respectful. Be a little respectful for Holly, okay? You know, put a little respect on her name, okay? Okay.
Michael Lindell put a fucking pillowcase over this bitch's head and banged her.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm dying here.
Rachel's going to go up one side of this boulder and down the other from Mr. Jimmy. Thank you for the Canadian 100. Okay. Thank you, Kat. Appreciate it. We got to get, let me hide.
Scott Starbird. Bro, that's a good point. It does look like she could be Gorlock's mom. That's scary. That actually is a good point. It's the well, I was gonna say it's the face, but it's the body. It's everything.
This one sec, guys. Reed is 100.
You guys remember when Mike Lindell went to, what was it? One of the conventions, was it the Democrat convention? He shaved his mustache off that he's had for like 50 years straight. Mustache. Actually, he's older than 50, I think. He was probably born with it. I don't fucking know. Mike Lindell shaved his mustache off to go undercover just to get into an argument and get absolutely wrecked by Harry Sisson. What was that about? You guys remember that? Can you imagine saying the election was stolen and risking your whole career for that? And then you shave your mustache that you've had your whole life only to get into a little tissy fight with Harry Sisson, right? Wasn't that the kid? He got into a fight. He argued with like 3 underage kids. I don't know what was happening.
Wait, so hold on. Did you said 40 to 50K? You said 1 mil.
Yeah.
And you said
100,000.
No, you said 200,000.
Okay, that's what my preferred, but like for minimum, if like I just didn't answer the question right. Oh, minimum 100,000.
You need some Claritin or something?
That would be nice, actually.
Honestly, yeah.
The fuck?
What the fuck? She does look like she's having an allergic reaction. What's going on over here?
You say?
I said enough
Which is what?
to have quality life.
Which is what? Give us a number.
Maybe she's allergic to silicone and she's sitting too close to this fucking obnoxious whatever the fuck slut here.
It depends on how much I'm making too, because it'd be combined if we're married.
Just
but probably okay. I'm thinking. I don't know, 100.
100,000. Okay,
Yeah.
and then you said
130K.
130, and then 300 for you. Here, we're gonna do something called. Oh, really quick. Hold on. Oh my god, 300. Sorry, my freaking pen's shit. Here, pull up that thing really quick, just on the race things, because it came up.
Okay, so Rachel Wilson is about to come up, but that's a separate video here. This person that's uploaded this. Let me get this other video up. Okay. So Rachel got called out by name. Andrew Wilson pissed this fucking gargoyle lady off and called out his wife. And she never runs from a pissing match. So here we are. Actually, let me go get my food. Or no, I'll smoke this bowl. I'll wait. We're good. I'll wait. I have more food in the kitchen. I ate my spaghetti. I got more food in there. I need to eat more food. This is not just a live stream. It's kind of a mukbang tonight, too. I like to eat on here.
So that includes non-white Hispanic, 1.1 billion, white 1 billion and dropping from this website. So that's from there. Maybe there's like some variants or whatever. And then the other thing, okay, so we got Rachel. So
we got Rachel. So what do we get for a cigarette counter on Andrew Wilson? I think we can count that as at least 2 during that video. He wasn't on screen the whole time, so he was probably secretly lighting others. Oh, and we didn't get to count them. Grando Reaper, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining us. Eating all stream. Who are you, Hassan? Bro, I rarely do it, okay? I do at least about an hour and a half, 2 hours every night, and I rarely have to eat on camera. But it's like I fast all day, then I start eating at like fucking 3 o'clock or something, and then I got to get in my last meal by like 10 something, ideally. And so, yeah, when I do a later stream like tonight, normally I go on at 8 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, I went on late tonight. I didn't start the stream till like 9:30. So yeah, here we are. But welcome. Thanks for joining us. Holy Oak Joe says, steal better content. Thank you. I'll try. Let's you can help me out with that. Send me some videos that you want me to steal for my channel. That'd be good. I don't mind the critique, but if you actually could help, you're not just critiquing me, but actually offering me help, that'd be nice. Thuggish Ruggish is in here. What's up, Thuggish? Thanks for joining us, bro. How's it going? Hey, wherever you're watching, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter tonight. Wherever you're watching, could you please hit the like button for me? I'd appreciate it. If you're new around here, wherever you're watching this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Been trying to build it up a little bit more. I got deleted a few years ago. I don't like to talk about it. It's a sore subject. But yeah, and I just got a Kanye West parody song deleted from YouTube as well. That was a few weeks ago, but it's on Twitter and has like 40 guys. We're up to 47K views on my Kanye video, and that's Twitter views. You know, it's not likes or something. But anyway, we are at 47K. It's slowed down a lot. I hit a good algorithm for a little bit there, and it just got boosted and fucking making the rounds. It shot up, and then it's definitely slowed down. It was stuck at 45, then 46. We're at 47, which, guys, that's a shitload for my tiny little page, my tiny Twitter and my tiny YouTube channel. I'm getting we're doing good. And you guys, I credit you guys for being interested and coming into the chat and hanging with me every fucking night. I really appreciate all the support. But yeah, you got to go to Twitter for the new Kanye West parody. If you want to watch that, it's up there, uncensored. I'm trying to get Kanye to look at my parody song, guys. I got to get him to watch it. He would actually appreciate the bars. It's good shit. All right, here's Rachel Wilson getting into the mix with this fucking fatty.
Really cool. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi. Hey, Brian. Long time no see. Glad to be back on. Sorry, everybody. I had some health issues I had to conquer, but I'm doing much better. So
good to see you. Good to see you. Glad to hear you're feeling better. Take it away, Rachel. Go ahead.
Well, I heard I was summoned by Large Marge over here. She seems pretty upset about something. So you guys want to let me know what the problem is? Anybody? No?
Basically, she wants the minimum income of the significant other to be $5 million. $5 million in retirement. And then your hubby says a lot of things, and
your hubby says she's too fat and disgusting to think she deserves that. Go ahead, spit it out, lady. Ching chong ching, spit it out. I'm kidding, guys. That's very insensitive, but yeah, she needs to come on, lay it out for us. Thank you.
See, this is the thing. He asked what she brought to the table, right?
Correct.
And she didn't really have anything. So he said, well, what makes you think you're going to bag a millionaire when millionaires can basically have their pick of anyone? And she got really upset and threw some insults at him first. And the thing about Andrew is if you do that, well, he's going to give it right back to you. So the moral of the story is if you can't dish it out, if you can't take it, don't dish it out, I guess. But I mean,
look, I love Andrew Wilson. I love him, but these are kind of like setups, He has a way of instigating these things to get one of these bitches to insult him directly. He'll be indirectly insulting, which I think it is funny and it's entertaining, but I'm speaking the truth here. I'm laying out what I'm trying to be a little unbiased, even though I fucking love Andrew Wilson. I think he's brilliant, and I don't agree with him on everything, of course, but I think he does instigate this shit a lot, and it's probably consciously. If I had to bet my money, I would say he probably knows that he can sort of just insult these women by asking a question a certain way. That's all he has to do to check their ego and get them all flapped up, and then they attack him. They're like fear biting, and tell him Large Marge sent you. Yeah. Anthony Campos, thanks for joining us. What's up, family? How's it going? I've seen you in here before, right? That name's familiar. But yeah, fucking, yeah, dude, it's kind of, it's setups, but it's, what can you say? You put the bait out there, someone takes the bait, then they fucking took the bait. Now you're in it, bitch. Now here comes fucking Rachel Wilson.
I'm gonna pretend it's not.
You got to deal with this now.
Delusional she just spent the whole beginning of the show telling us that she has never gotten proposed to. She hasn't been able to get married. And
I
she's
never
getting these
said
men
that.
who,
You're lying.
you said
All right, guys, if I disappear off screen for a second, I'm just smoking a barrel, okay? Don't mind me. It's just stuff from the gas station. It's completely legal. It's bath salts, it's herbs, legal herbs.
You're
been
slaying.
married.
You're lying.
No, I was.
You're ugly and you're lying. It's oozing out of your pores.
Okay, well, did you not say that
you have no couth, and what you say means nothing.
Okay,
you started off nasty and vulgar. No, I have not been married.
Okay,
have I been proposed to? Yes, but it's really none of your business.
Didn't you tell? Well,
I didn't tell anybody anything.
Listen, Marge.
One thing too that I like, it's not just the accent with this lady, but it is a thing I love when this isn't quite a fetish. It's not a sexual kind of thing, but I have a platonic fetish for when overweight people get either angry or just excited about something and they're trying to like spit out a sentence and they'll run out of breath like that, you know? Like, you know what, the fucking 1,000-pound sisters, you know what I'm talking about? Those real fat ladies when they're arguing, they're both laying on a couch. They each take up a whole couch. They have a whole couch to themselves. They're laying there and they're arguing. And they're both arguing and like running out of breath. Hold on a second. Let me find this clip real quick. Let me bring you guys over to this tab. I just searched 2 fat sisters arguing. Love it. Amy and Tammy get into a huge fight. Every fight between these bitches is a huge fight. Let's be real. This right here, this fight.
Try being my size, Amy. You don't know how it is.
Watch when they start getting really angry and really start fighting, and they'll like, you know, they'll use the last little molecule of air that's down in their lungs to get out a sentence. I fucking love it when, you know, when an overweight person does that and they're just like, with that last bit of breath. I fucking love that.
There's stuff you can do. You want to be a big baby about everything. I ain't baby. You're the damn baby. Grow the up. You first. Bitch, I've been grown. I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
That part right there. My bills are paid. My bills are paid. That is a whole ass vibe right there. I love my bills are paid. Fuck yeah. Thoughts on Trump ABC interview, Dark Match Steve? The MS-13 clip is cringe. Bro, I agree with you 100%. I don't what the knuckles don't actually say MS-13, right? Am I crazy? I thought this was like people were sharing the actual pictures of his knuckles and interpreting him as saying MS-13, which is probably the right interpretation. I don't know. I just saw, wasn't it like a marijuana leaf, a smiley face, and then 13, or say it was like something like that people are saying is supposed to be interpreted as MS-13. I don't fucking know, Grando Reaper. You probably know better than me. But Bubba the Love Sponge covered that. There's symbols for MS-13. Well, yeah, but so that's the thing then. The reporter, the guy interviewing Trump is right then, technically. I mean, I think he may be guilty of painting it in the most favorable possible way of interpreting the tattoos, which seem to hint that the guy is an MS-13 member. but the tattoo doesn't actually say MS-13, right? So Trump was wrong. That's what I was saying this in Bubba's chat this morning, and nobody replied to me or acknowledged what I was saying. But, you know, that happens all the time. But, you know, of course, I know a lot of Bubba's listeners are MAGA. And, you know, I voted for him too, but guys, I'm calling him. I told you guys from the get-go. I almost didn't vote for Trump. I wanted to stay out of it. But I'm going to call him like I see him, even though I did vote for him. It's the worst Photoshop job ever. What you're talking about, the picture Trump saw that he's referring to. Dude, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw people reposting the clip. It's so funny. This is why, guys, like, you know, Holyoke Joe gets in here in my chat and jokes about, or maybe I don't know how serious he is. He talks about me stealing content. Like if I were to play that clip from the interview, he'd probably say, oh, here you go. You're stealing this content now, whatever. This is part of why I think it is. People repost these fucking clips on Twitter, social media, everywhere else. And they're not as often said to be stealing content. But when I play it on a stream, people at least joke saying, oh, you're stealing this content. The fact that I am playing it on a stream and I am giving some opinion about it and trying to like break it down and give my biases, and like I'm able to talk to the chat about it. We have a conversation. This is like so far from stealing compared to what everybody else just does on their fucking Facebook page, reposting the fucking thing and saying the lying media or whatever. Like I saw Dinesh, DC Drano. I feel like I just saw people reposting the clip, and the clip is up for interpretation. That's the whole issue. And it's like, you know, I come on here and try to at least lay it out and maybe add context where I can, or add something to the conversation, when people are literally just reposting the clip, expecting their audience to interpret it the way that they do. And I just like, you know, there's just so much up for interpretation with that fucking clip. Let me get you back to this tab. Sorry, guys. I'm going off on rants now. K-Dog. Fuck him, DMS. Yeah, I know. Thank you guys for hanging with me. I know it is late. A lot of you, probably a decent portion of you guys are going to be in the Bubba Army chat in the morning, so I do appreciate you hanging with me still tonight. I know I go on late sometimes during the week when I go to my buddy's place.
You came on the podcast.
You're rude. I'm no longer speaking to you. You're ugly.
Okay, I'll speak to the rest of the panel. She came on here to talk about her dating life, and she spent her whole intro explaining how she's only ever been able.
You know, I don't know how this woman's brain functions. If it's coping, or if she actually just has, I don't know what rose colored, I don't know what, the way she interprets the world. I wish I had the audacity to look like this and be calling other people ugly. That takes balls that I don't have. I mean, I can call some people ugly. I'm at least cute enough to do that. Luckily. Thank the Lord.
Able to get guys who wanted her to pay the bills, and they were just losers, and they were pieces of shit. They had nothing going for them. They didn't bring anything to the table. They were lazy.
In my early
No couth. How do I pronounce this? Dayuni? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, this lady fucking cracks me up. I love the way she fucking talks when she gets heated. She's just like over enunciates certain things in this way.
20s.
Yeah, these are the kind of men that you've been getting.
In my early 20s.
Okay, well, where's the millionaire asking to marry you? That's what we're asking. That's not an insult. It's not most of us don't marry millionaires. So it's delusional for you to think like, oh yeah, I totally deserve that. Like, why?
I went out with them for 4 months.
Well, first of all, I thought you weren't going to talk to me anymore, so that was a lie. But I'm glad that you're willing to chat because
it's not worth it. You're a loser. You have no coup.
A little bit of a reality check here. It's a reality check time, and I got some for a few of the other ones too, if they want reality checks. But it's just very.
Oh shit! Here you go. Here we go. Let's go.
Entitled to sit there as you are and say, I deserve this. And when Andrew very correctly asked,
I said I wanted somebody established. You obviously have no standards because you married that loser. You're probably begging to get out.
With Rainbird products, it's
I
easy
fucking
for
love
the guys in
this
the field
lady. I fucking love this lady.
to use and very durable.
Rainbird. Is this a targeted ad? Really? Really? What the fuck videos am I watching? I'm renting. You people think I'm going to get a low flow sprinkler system installed at the house that I'm renting? Are you people fucking crazy? Who is running these fucking AI algorithms and shit? You're a fucking idiot. Why am I getting this ad? Sorry, guys. Let's reset. It's okay. It's okay. The internet's being destroyed by AI. No big deal. Everybody relax. Let's get back to the regularly scheduled programming.
you think so?
Yeah, I do, because you're on this show. How pathetic. That's the best you can do with your life.
You're also
You're also on this show, you fucking gargoyle.
on the show, ma'am. I'm very happy. I've been with Andrew a long time. We are notorious.
Then why are you foaming at the mouth?
I'm not foaming at the mouth. Ma'am, you are as red as your skirt. I'm not the kind of person that you can sit here and do this gaslighting and tell me I'm the one who's angry. You're the one who asked for me. You wanted me to come.
I don't remember ever asking for you. I couldn't believe that he was even married. But now when I see what you look like, I understand. It's pathetic.
Marge, nobody believes that you're going to sit here and tell me that I'm ugly, okay? Again, with the gaslighting, nobody believes this. You're projecting, okay? You're upset, so you're saying I'm upset. You're not blessed, with the most good looks, so you're projecting that onto me. You're upset, so you're saying I'm upset. Listen, let's deal in reality.
Tell her she's ugly. Tell her she looks ghastly.
Here and just say, Andrew asked a fair question, which is, when you
tell her she's grotesque.
Say, I want someone established. I want him to travel the world with me. I want him to bring something to the table.
What the hell? I've already traveled the world. I've already done all the above.
If I may.
Well, why can't I have what I have? What's the problem with that?
I'll explain it to you, and this might help you. You said he needs to bring something to the table.
Yes.
And Andrew said, what do you bring to the table? And you said, I am the table.
I am the table? I don't remember saying I am the table. I said I'm established. I said I'm established.
Funny face. Established. Bro, how many syllables is in this word? She's adding syllables. The way she enunciates things, it's impressive. I'm like, it's hard to keep up with. Established. I don't know. Is established supposed to have 4 or 5 syllables? Now I don't know how to pronounce it right.
Most people in their 60s are established.
We don't need to yell.
I have many friends that are established.
Why would a millionaire...
Please stop saying that word.
Give a shit about that. We're asking what you...
Because most of my friends are millionaires. Millionaires are not billionaires. I didn't say billionaires. I said millionaires. There's a lot of people that I know that are millionaires. So that those standards aren't that off the charts.
Do you understand that you knowing millionaires has nothing to do with any of them wanting to marry you? So what we're asking once again, why would a millionaire want to marry you?
That was never really the question.
Because of my winning personality.
This is this fucking autonomous fuckdoll here is the only one defending this ghoulish thing.
Enjoy my company. We happen to have things in common. They like to share time with me.
How has that worked out for you so far? How's that worked out so far?
I'm still single.
Yeah, I know.
And what's your point?
My point is your standards are delusional. You aren't understanding, like...
My standards are not delusional. I'm having a good time.
Well, that's not what you said the whole first part of the podcast.
I said in my early 20s.
Okay, when have you...
Because I owned property in my early 20s, and it was difficult because no one at that time, guys, did not work. They were living at home with their mom and dad.
Personality is really, I feel the millionaires being attracted right now as we speak.
Well, just because you can't get a millionaire and you're pathetic because you're with that loser. Sorry, your standards are so low, but you're married. Hallelujah. The loser married you. Like that's a victory.
Tell me why you think
Dang, roasted.
Andrew's a loser.
But listen to him speak.
Each of your users is unique. Their security should be too.
What is it this time, guys? Let's see. Bit Defender. I don't have any bits to defend.
Bitdefender introduces Gravity Zone Phaser, a groundbreaking solution delivering unprecedented attack surface reduction. Find out more on our website.
Audiences agree Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts is an MCU game changer. It's raw and deeply human.
No one here is a...
I stopped with the superhero movies. I don't know what the fuck. People are still going to see the superhero movies. They got the Thanos and all the fucking Marvel, whatever the fuck. I don't see how people are still tolerating it. I just, I don't know. It's bizarre to me, the superhero movies and stuff. The last cool one was the Spawn movie, and that movie fucking sucked. I mean, it was good back in the day, but it sucks now. I mean, it's still cool, though. It's still the coolest. I don't know about this fucking Thanos glove and I don't know. It just all is starting to get really, really, like, retarded for me. I don't know. Okay.
I think he's hilarious.
Annie married you.
He's one of the top entertainers on the internet. So
sure.
He's very fun to be around. He's very entertaining. Yeah, he is. Okay, girl with your ass hanging out, sitting there shaking your...
Thank you. God, this is pathetic here. Look at how she's like arching her back and let's back it up here. Look at what she's... Look at this. This is, come on. They're going to have to spray that chair down with bleach, lady. Look at this. I mean, this shape doesn't even look right. And then you've got your thigh-high stockings are like cutting into your thigh because you probably should have the size up. Your leg looks pretty skinny there, but it looks like it's just cutting into your skin. And then you've got your back arched. This is like the Fibonacci sequence right here that you've got going on back here. And that is not natural, though. That is, I don't know what that is. That scoliosis? Maybe we haven't seen her stand up. Maybe her back is actually fucked up, but this looks desperate here.
Okay, girl with your ass hanging out, sitting there shaking your head. Don't start because you don't want any of this. I promise you. If I have to sit here and listen to your baby routine for like any amount of time at all, I'm going to go nuclear because I've been having to listen to it all night and it's so irritating. You don't talk like that Everything about you is fake and phony. The tears are phony. The tits.
Thank you. Oh, fucking cook this bitch, Rachel. Cook this fucking little slut.
Are phony. Put your ass away and stop with the smirk. Okay, we already caught you lying. You're full of shit. You're just here to sell your ass. So you can put the smirk away. Now, Marge, back to this.
Get over yourself. Like, this is a put down session. Stand up, turn around. Let's see your fat ass and the dimples in it and all your cellulite. Let's see your saggy. Look at this. She can't even wear decent clothes. She's so pathetic. Get a new bra. Get a facelift. Use some Botox.
Get a star tank top, bitch.
And get a better attitude. Ugly troll.
Okay, that hurts my ears. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not.
I'm just look, I've been on the show myself, and when I was asked to rate myself, I said I thought I was a 5. I think I'm average looking. I'm at a healthy.
I said I was a 5, you loser. I said I was a 5.
Okay.
I know.
My voice is-
Let's lower the volume a little bit.
Yeah.
You can say the same exact thing, just lower the volume.
So if I'm a
It sounds better when she screams. I like it. You shut up. Everybody shut up.
5, do you think you're a 5?
No, I'm a 10 compared to you.
Okay, there's more of that delusion we were talking about. So I'm at a healthy weight. I'm not overweight. Yes, I'm in my sweats, but it's what?
You're scuzzy. You foam at the mouth. You're ugly. You married a loser. Get over.
You're very
yes, you're just talking.
That's not fair.
Yeah, you're nasty. You have no couth. You're just a loser. Just get off the screen. You don't add anything to this conversation. All you do is put down. You're an asshole.
Can't we be friends?
Oh, come on now. I'm not an asshole. I'm asking fair questions.
You are so mean to me. Why?
She's jealous.
Wait, hold on.
Jealous.
Wait, something. Oh my God, something is happening.
You were so mean to me. Why?
Great idea. Holy fuck, more ads. Create a site. Wix. That's never going to happen. I barely know how to use this streaming software. I barely know what I'm doing. There's no way I'm creating a website. Ha! Yeah, right. Try better next time, Google. Better figure those algorithms out because I haven't gotten one decent ad tonight.
Ideas can come from anywhere. With Wix,
I'm very fair about these ads. Okay, when I see something I like, I tell you guys, and I say, hey, let's all go out and buy one. Why not? This is fucking stupid. She 825, Scott Starboard. Yes, that's how she became a 10. Dye your hair black.
Look, you asked for me. I was upstairs doing dishes.
Oh, go. If I asked for you, go away because you're
funny face. That is a good question. How many established is she up to? We should have been keeping track of how many times she said established instead of keeping track of Andrew Wilson's cigarette count. We should have been counting this bitch.
Ugly and I can't stand looking at you. Go away,
Guys, let's stop the insults. Both of you, just stop the insults. Why don't you, here, this is what I want. Say something nice about each other. One thing that's nice about each other.
I'm so glad you were so desperate you married your loser of a husband. There's no victory in being married to him.
Come on, Holly, come on.
Let's see your ring size. Let's see how big of a diamond. Oh, is that pathetic? He didn't even give you a ring. How pathetic is that?
No, that's my ring.
That's a little gold band. You have a little gold band. How charming.
Here, do you want to hold up your...
Why is it on the middle finger? She have it on the wrong finger? What's up with that? Am I stupid or like what? Do people do that? They just put it on a different finger? It doesn't matter. That's on her middle finger.
You have a little gold band. How charming.
Here, do you want to hold up your nails and you guys can compare nails?
Brian, Yeah, first of all, you don't have a ring at all. But second of all, I love this ring because Andrew gave me this ring when neither of us had anything.
Well, you still don't because he's blown away that I do.
That's not true. So, Marge, if you knew how much Andrew made right now, you would cry. So he could buy me any ring that I wanted.
That's probably very true.
Now, I don't want a new ring. I want this ring.
Oh, you're trying to save face. You're trying to save face.
Hey.
Hush your fat hog mouth.
Hey, guys, be nice. Come on,
Go
look,
get yourself
guys.
a McDouble and calm down while I
guys.
tell this charming story everyone wants to hear about the ring.
Nobody
Andrew bought
wants
this
to
ring when
hear
we were
your
young.
sad, pathetic story. How long did you have to?
Somebody send Brian money to mute her mic so I can tell my charming story. Anyway, Andrew bought me this ring when he only had a few $100. And
he still only has a few $100. Look at the poor loser. You can only wear sweats.
Bro, this bitch, let me just say, I've been trying to score fairly across the board here. This bitch does not know what she's talking. Andrew Wilson can make a few $100 just in one night of streaming. I see his chat throw. I feel like they're consistent with it. When Andrew Wilson does debates on other people's channels, I've seen when he's had debates moderated by other channels, and he will ask his chat to go in and bless the moderator's channel. And these people will just throw hundreds of dollars. You know, Andrew Wilson has a very dedicated, respectable fan base. And he deserves it. He's a really good debater, a really smart guy. So, and he's been around a while here.
Crucible chat.
Marge, the reason why you're alone
He's a brokey.
is
You have no clue what's going on. You have no clue.
Because I wanted the man, not the ring. Okay.
Well, you scored. You scored. Woohoo! You got married to a loser that can only give you a gold band.
Look,
loser.
I want you to say something nice to Rachel. Rachel, I want you to say something nice to Holly. Okay.
What is in that glass? Is this bitch getting drunk here? I really can't tell if this is just a whatever. A fucking old crazy lady gone wild. She probably does have money, and she talks to waiters and waitresses like this and stuff, you know.
She doesn't have to say anything nice to me. She's showing the whole world what kind of personality she has that's going to attract millionaires. This is the person that.
Yeah, I don't know if this is her actual like personality or if she's just getting a little sauced here. Are they drinking water or what is this?
That's what every millionaire wants there, ladies and gentlemen.
What's so pathetic? There's many millionaires out there. Millionaires isn't even that much money.
Can we stop and move on, please?
Yeah, I want to
This
like
is draining.
Not that much.
This is
money.
exhausting.
It should be easy. So I'm
you
wondering
don't
why
like
you
that?
don't have
No, this is exhausting.
I just have
You're just energized right now.
I'm kind of digging it, to be honest.
He's
But
energized.
I wish it was. I
don't fuck with bullying, and it's going back and forth, and now I'm fucking irritated. Can we just please move on?
Do you want to get
It's
in
not
on this?
bullying. It's not bullying. She asked me to come down.
bullied
here.
me. I never said anything bad
You
about
called her
you.
Large Marge when you first got on, and I think that's what set her off, to be honest.
I mean, she's no better. She's talking shit too. Both of you.
She asked.
An eye for an eye makes the world go blind. Can we please move on?
I gotta move.
I'm
things
over
on.
it.
I gotta move things on.
This shit's boring and redundant.
Final thought, Rachel. You want a final thought?
Yeah, Chair 2 is a fake. Everything about her is phony. She's totally making up this whole percent with the little baby voice. That's a fake voice. It's fake tears, fake age, fake tits. Everything's fake. Chair 3 is a masculine pain in the ass. Chair 4 is Delulu. Chair 5 we have already been over. Chair 6 seems nice and she's pretty. Chair 7, absolutely delusional feminist, total postmodernist, goofball, thinks she's really hot when she's not. Chair 8, she's just kind of
Argentina.
don't really have much to say about her. So.
What do you mean?
There you go.
That's
There's
easier
my
for your
assessment
Argentina.
of-
Thank you for your feedback.
I like
If you guys
Received.
wanna roast me back, go ahead. That's fine.
You have a wonderful personality.
You came in hot.
I actually do. I'm pretty fun.
Congrats on that.
Pretty entertaining lady.
I was not ready.
Ah, that was good.
Talk your shit, girl.
Do you want the nice Wilson back?
Yeah,
Bring
bring Mr. Wilson. Bring Mr. Wilson back. Wow, that was
All right, Brian.
Oh boy. That was rough. Fat Boy 2.0. What's up? Thanks for checking out the stream. Yeah, no, millions are a lot of money. Yes, it is. No, I don't know how this fucking lady, how that gargoyle lady rolls. Like that she's just maybe she just really does have rich friends like that. I don't fucking know. Millions is a big deal to me, my broke ass. So I do have another video I wanted to check out with you guys. It's Charlie Kirk. This just came up, and some of this does relate to Andrew Wilson a little bit because some of his philosophy kind of comes up in this video. Charlie Kirk, I think, has been watching Andrew Wilson because there's just like there's certain philosophies and stuff and ideas, and they've existed for a long time, but you see some of them trend in different points and in different groups, different circles of people. And I feel like a lot more of the people in MAGA or like conservative leaning people, a lot more are keeping track of Andrew Wilson and some of his philosophies and arguments. And this comes up, I think Charlie Kirk has kind of adopted one a little bit for this debate that comes up here. But I'm going to go real quick, guys. I'm going to the kitchen to grab my dates and Brazil nuts, all organic, by the way, and my cereal. And so I'm going to be eating some more on the stream tonight. Go get a snack, okay? I'll be right back. I'm back. You better all still be there. There better not be one fucking person that left. I'm back, okay? You guys just need to be patient. God damn. Look. If I were as rich as Destiny or fucking XQC or something, I have some maid or some cook bringing me food and, wiping my ball sack while I'm sitting here entertaining you guys. That's your fault. You need to share the stream. Maybe I'll be able to afford a maid or a fucking cook in this goddamn place. So first, we got to take the pits out of the dates. First things first, you got to pit them. God damn. That's one dry date right there. Ow, fuck. See, you got the little pit inside there. You got to take that out because you'll break a tooth on that. That ain't food. And then you replace the pit with an organic Brazil nut. Oh, yeah. It's like you're giving it a new pit. See, look. Pitted. Then you put the nut in the center. Close it up tight. Now it's sealed up like it's just a fresh date. Scott Starboard, I gotta go to bed. Good night, lovers. Bitch, get back here. I'm still eating dates. No, thanks for joining us, Scott. I appreciate you. Love you. All right, let's pull up this Charlie Kirk bullshit. Charlie Kirk debating a pirate. Let's see where this goes.
Try being my size, Amy. You don't know how it is. There's stuff you can do. You want to be a big baby about everything. I ain't baby. You're the damn baby. Grow the up. You first. Bitch, I've been grown. I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
I pay my bills. My bills are paid. I pay my bills. My bills are paid. Paid.
Try being my size, Amy. You don't know how it is. There's stuff you can do.
There's stuff you can do.
Want to be a big baby about everything. I ain't baby. You're the damn baby. Grow the up. You first. Bitch, I've been grown. I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
I pay my bills. My bills are
paid. Try being my size, Amy. You don't know.
We can watch this 50 times. This should be the rest of the stream as we just put this on a loop and just keep reacting to it. Oh. We'll save that for another night. I should just put the stream on and put that video on loop and see how many people tune in for a 2-hour stream of just that clip. My bills are paid. Oh, fuck. That is such a vibe. That is a whole ass vibe. All right, where's the fucking thing? My bills are paid, bitch. Where's this fucking shit? You gotta be kidding me. Where'd it go? Ew. Oh, okay, here we go. I found it.
Artificial intelligence has really been a game changer.
Now we don't have to have a person physically inputting things because everything is automatic.
So I'm able to...
All right, we'll take one or two more. Oh, we got Johnny Depp here. Hey, boss, how you doing?
All right, so I had a question about something you were talking about earlier. Oh, my bad. So you were talking about science and the church and like separating the two. I just fundamentally don't believe that. I want to know where that came from because
Say that again.
Science, for me, explains God's creation.
Science, got it.
Yeah,
No,
science.
I never said separate. No, I said reason and
You
revelation.
kind of did earlier, though.
No, I never said that. I said reason and revelation are two different matrices of viewing things, and actually one can point to the other.
Okay, well, for me, I'm saying science explains the world and whatnot, right? That's why I chose science as a course. Right.
I think science proves that God is true. I think the more that we study the human genome, the more that we map DNA, the more that we understand the miraculous improbability of our existence.
We're talking about verbiage here a second ago. Let's just talk about how science doesn't prove God. It explains God, if you anything.
Fine.
Right. Semantics, right? That's what we were talking about earlier?
Okay, sure.
What I'm saying is, why does it have any room in our political discussion whatsoever?
Oh, it has a huge role in our political discussion.
Why?
You mean politics or religion or what?
Politics. Why does religion play any role in politics?
Again, I'll go back to what I said in my opening speech. Can you have a separation of morality and state?
Yes.
Okay, explain that to me. So if we're going to pass a law,
yes,
and we're going to say, do not murder, by what standard do we believe that?
By any you which please.
By
the
what?
separation of church and state
I got it.
says that I can have any reason for believing that.
No.
No. You're
not,
trying to cut me off. Chill.
No, you're not. Hold on.
Chill.
You're not following. You have to tell me by what standard do you get that from.
Calm down. So what I'm saying is I can derive morality from any which way I do believe.
Oh, I agree with that. That's a problem.
Which means Christianity does not need to be the fundamental cause for morality. So I'm saying they should be separate 110%.
Okay, then what cause of morality do you think the state should ascribe to?
There's no basis for morality. Morality is what the collective believes.
Oh, it's what the collective believes.
Okay, so if there's any of you out there that are familiar with Andrew Wilson, you know where this debate is going. Pardon me, I'm still eating my dates. So, Charlie Kirk is going to go off about, oh, well, you don't use God to ground your morality, so it's just your preference. This is the Andrew Wilson meme. The idea popularized by Andrew Wilson, our buddy. This is one point where I'm no philosopher myself here, but I'm not a complete retard. Almost. But this feels like they're just really playing fast and loose, and a lot of the time when these people like Andrew Wilson and maybe Charlie Kirk in this case are debating someone that's maybe not quite the best debater or philosopher, they're not really prepared to handle this question. And I'm sure Andrew Wilson has probably looked into it a lot, different philosophical arguments to push back on this a little bit. Like, for instance, Charlie Kirk is going to say, oh, well, we're going to use God to ground our morality in America. And he thinks that solves the problem. Like, he's going to say this other guy isn't grounding morality in God. It's the collective that comes up with the laws regarding any kind of morality. Okay. So he's going to say, oh, well, then that's just people's preferences. That's just the collective deciding. And what if the collective is wrong? What, slavery was supported by the majority of the population. What if that was wrong, wasn't it? But there was the collective, right? And it's like, you don't get out of these sticky situations by saying you ground it not in the collective, but in Jesus, sweet baby Jesus. I don't see how that gets you out of this. Andrew Wilson and Charlie Kirk seem to just think that's you get a fucking free pass on what it is, Monopoly. You get to pass go and collect money. Like, it gets you all the way there. I don't see how that's the case. There's a fucking 100,000 different religions. So then it's just whichever religion has more people and has whatever preference for whatever morality. You're still left with nothing but preference. Even if you ground it in God, that you have to prefer a certain God to ground it in, or a certain God's revelation or word or whatever the fuck.
Like a democracy.
Got
Crazy.
it. So under that belief, was Hitler right to kill the Jews? They wanted it.
No.
Oh, but that's what the people believe.
Yeah, but there's more than just Germany out there. There's a whole damn world.
Okay, yeah, Soviet Union, they believe that we should imprison the
There's
Mensheviks.
more people than just Russia.
Okay, Mao's China. Mao China wanted
There's
to go.
more people than just China. What do you
Well,
not
actually, we're getting up at like half of the world population at this point.
First of all, so be clear about your numbers.
Hold on, calm down, smartass. Okay, so
you're the one who doesn't know anything.
And so, wait, hold on. If you add up China's population, Russia's population, the population of Europe,
which all have different beliefs,
you add up like a half of, the world
which all
population.
had different beliefs. What are you talking about?
Right, exactly. So, at some point, do you believe murder is objectively wrong?
Yeah, because the collective says it's wrong. What do you mean?
But not in every country do they say it's wrong.
That's the few in power of each of those countries. What are you talking about?
That's not correct.
What country is murder legal? Charlie Kirk. Charlie is struggling so bad here to put this guy into the fucking the chokehold that Andrew Wilson gets people in so easily. Charlie Kirk is kind of struggling here. I'm not even trying to diss him that hard. I'm just like, Charlie Kirk is going, oh well, he's naming Maoist China, Soviet Union, Hitler, like he's gonna name a bunch of different countries that had some kind of dictator leader that killed a bunch of people and they were voted into office or whatever. He's struggling to get these numbers to be able to claim, well, the majority of people end up just wanting to fucking enslave and murder Jews or something. That's what he's going to go with. So you can't go with you can't say the collective morality should ever be trusted, because look what it gets us. It gets us Maoist China and Hitler. You don't like Hitler, do you? That's kind of weak sauce. Christian people, I could just focus on Christians. People of many different religions have used their religion as an excuse to let themselves get away with doing terrible, terrible, unspeakable things. So you're both still at square one here. Charlie Kirk, I don't know where you think you're going with this.
That is correct. What do you mean?
See, now you're getting a little upset.
I am, because
you're getting really upset.
The crowd.
So, the collective. This is not a Star Trek episode, okay? But let me walk you through this. In Nazi Germany, the body politic wanted bad things to happen to Jews.
And most of the world said that was wrong.
Okay, but the country itself said it was okay. Most of the world right now says abortion is okay. Is most of the world right?
Yeah, probably.
Oh. By what moral standard?
By the.
Am I completely stupid, or is this his Hitler example kind of a red herring and not a great analogy, right? Because isn't it like most cases with any dictators that have been voted in and stuff, they don't get voted in campaigning that we're gonna gas Jews and round up people, and it's going to be a fucking disgusting, it's going to be a slaughter, it's going to be disgusting, and there's going to be millions of them we're going to senselessly kill, vote for me, and then they get voted in, right? Like Hitler, I don't think, I'm no historian on any of this, but I don't think he campaigned on something as terrible as what World War II seems to, the things that are historically claimed to have taken place. But maybe I'm wrong on that. I just wasn't under the impression. Haven't really studied this like I should.
One they've collectively agreed upon.
Can the collective ever be wrong?
Probably.
So in world history,
why are you a man being able to say this when
in world
everyone
history,
here believes God sets the mandate?
In world
so why
history,
are you trying to tell me what it is?
In world history, the entire planet for 2,000 years believed slavery was okay. Was the entire world right?
No, obviously not.
Oh,
we just talked about morality being wrong by the collective occasionally.
Well, okay, I think slavery and...
My name is Dionisio Arellano. I'm the orchard manager for J&B Orchards. We compare.
I could go off. I don't know where Charlie Kirk thinks he's going with this.
Mass murders.
We'll see, but it's like some of the collective that he's referring to, some of the atrocities that are done by collectives are collectives of Christian people and other religious people. Collectives of fucking what is it called? Anyway, crazy Muslims, I'll put it that way. They actually want to go blow people up. Is that he's he's explaining a lot of that away by saying collectives, and every atrocity gets blamed on this guy's philosophy because he's able to call all the fundamental, that's the word I was looking for, fundamentalists and crazies, you just call them collectives.
Pretty wrong, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so again, when the collective gets things wrong, then maybe we shouldn't appeal to the collective because the collective has given us really evil things over the years.
Charlie Kirk just accidentally put himself in the same. I mean, he literally apply that same logic to yourself, Charlie Kirk. I hope this guy's gonna obviously do that, right? He's gonna put Charlie Kirk in his place. Charlie Kirk makes pirate walk the plank over morality. I feel like it said troll somewhere. It must have been the thumbnail. It said something about a troll. He thinks this guy is just trolling, and he's actually giving you a philosophical run for your money here, Charlie.
Instead, we should appeal to something higher than us, something greater.
Has Christianity ever led to anything evil?
Of course, you can use a shovel to dig a ditch or to murder somebody.
What I'm saying is Christianity has no merit above the collective.
Dude, Charlie Kirk, you actually don't fucking get it. That is hilarious, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Andrew Wilson would not, I feel like Andrew Wilson would have not walked into that. If you say, Charlie Kirk just said, there have been many atrocities done by the collective. Thus, we should not appeal to the collective for morality. And then the guy goes, well, haven't there been some atrocities done by Christians? And Charlie Kirk goes, oh, well, yeah, you can use a shovel to kill someone or to dig a ditch, Went right over his head. That's honestly kind of, I mean, for online debate standards, this is like, this is borderline. I want to say pathetic, but I don't want to be that mean.
Of course it does. By what?
How?
Well, first of all,
that's not the word of God. That's the word of men describing the word of God.
Okay, that's a separate issue if you want to discuss that. But I do ask the question, what faith did the founding fathers have?
Separation of church and state.
Okay, again, that actually that's not in the Constitution.
All right, those words explicitly were not in there.
Yeah, and just so we're clear, do you know where that phrase came from?
People escaping religious persecution from their home countries.
Right, so it was Thomas Jefferson's letter to the Danbury Baptist Convention guaranteeing them that the state will not come after them.
He also had slaves, so how is he inherently right? You said people make mistakes.
Of course they can, but that's not even the contention I was making. I was saying that's the origination of the term.
There's a lot of talk about what's happening in Israel right now. Hostages being released, terrorists resurfacing, Gaza plans, and so on. But there's one thing we tend to overlook.
The dead babies.
People of Israel. The war has taken...
Oh, well, okay. The people of Israel that have not been bombed by Israel. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I'm joking around. It's all jokes. They're our greatest ally. Everybody relax.
ifcj.org/learn more.
John Adams famously said, the Constitution, the structure that we care about, is only compatible with a moral and religious people. When the American people are no longer moral or religious, the promise of the Constitution starts to fall apart. And again, I will kind of go back.
Semantics or.
Okay.
Not moral and religious, moral or religious. People can derive morality outside of religion.
Okay, again, you might come to a conclusion with a blindfold on. That's a bad way to be able to find.
Dude, this guy's actually a pretty good debater. This ain't bad. And it's a shame. It's a shame the way the word troll gets thrown around. Because I feel like if someone like Charlie Kirk gets called on his shit like he is right now, and he's actually got his work cut out for him here. I feel like Charlie Kirk thinks he's letting the audience convince him that he has like the high ground here or something, but he doesn't. And but when someone like Charlie Kirk gets in a sticky situation like this, dealing with some audience member that's making him hustle like this and struggle, it's always easy to just say, "Oh, that person's a troll. That person trolled me at my event. Stupid troll. Hey, screw trolls. Get them out of here, right, guys? We're too cool for these trolls, right?" And unfortunately, that's what happens so often when someone makes a really good point, and they make the point so well, and they can do it while wearing a pirate costume, and then the person that just got their shit kicked in goes, "Oh, that was just a troll, guys. Someone that's just here to disrupt stuff. It's not, you don't need to take that seriously."
Taking your own bias into account, are you not?
So I do have to, and by the way, just so we're clear, John Adams didn't own slaves, so you should also take
I didn't
what
say
he
John
says.
Adams.
No, I know, I'm just saying you should take what he takes more seriously. But I do want to get down more fundamentally. In the 20th century, we saw mass murder in China, in Vietnam, in the Soviet Union, in Nazi Germany, all because they believed the collective morality is correct. Does any of that make you have pause that maybe we should appeal to something greater?
You're also describing places where they had power consolidated at the top.
Well, okay, because the people largely gave it to them, right?
Not necessarily.
Well,
you guys complained for years about a rigged election. You can't think that happened beforehand, before technology was so abundant?
Okay, again, we're now conflating like three separate topics.
No, you're talking about a new issue, and I'm converting to the issue with you.
So if today, let's do a hypothetical.
Okay.
If today, so actually in 1840.
Okay, that's now.
Okay, let's even say today. If today all of a sudden there was
What year is it? Tell us, Charlie.
An up or down vote and people want to bring back, let's just say indentured servitude, would the collective be wrong?
Probably, and I would speak
By
out against
what
that
definition of wrong are you appealing to?
My own sense of morality that's not derived from religion.
See, this is where you get this now, the final revealing. He's now revealed himself.
What reveal?
It's your opinion versus their opinion. We as Christians believe there's something above both of us that we appeal to. Because
and I agree.
And that thing has, in one way or another, led to atrocities that have happened by many different religions. So again, you said if atrocities have been done by the collective, we shouldn't listen to the collective. But then you just go, "Oh, well, the collective is opinions, and we have something cooler than opinions. It's called the Word of God." Bro, that does not, I don't think, like, do you think you're talking to retarded kindergartners? Is this an actual debate? What? You got to be kidding me, Charlie.
Agree with that. I don't agree with your sense of morality. Your sense of morality is a bastardized of the church word.
Okay, fair.
100%.
Not fair enough, but I'm going to go to...
Okay.
But one final thing. Wouldn't we both agree then we need objective, transcendent morality to live under?
Objective cannot exist in morality. That is opinionated.
Okay, so therefore, murder cannot objectively be wrong. Child rape cannot objectively be wrong. It's just an opinion.
That is not anything what I just said.
No,
you put those examples for.
That's actually what I said, right? Let's take child rape.
You're talking about a very deep You're talking about a very deeper issue that is a.
No, it's actually exactly where this conversation is going.
You're talking about philosophy.
I can handle this question so easy. This is cake. This is so fucking easy. Guy, I love watching people eat and watch videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you. I learned from the best. Fucking Destiny, XQC, Hassan, all of them. I watch all of it. Vosh, doesn't he eat too sometimes? Pat O'Brien's up in here. What's up, bro? Thanks for joining us. Dark Steve, please play with your pecker through your shorts. I'm gonna do that later after I take my shorts off and the stream is over. I would do that for you guys if you would, throw some cash at me and I wouldn't get kicked off. T, thanks for joining us. Oh wow, Dark Daddy Steve, please make your cheeks clap for us. Jesus Christ, you guys are getting aggressive in the chat tonight. I like it. AZ Aztec is up in here. Since a male eating a bowl of children's cereal is asking, yes, you're stupid. It's not children's cereal. It's actually called Happy Spoon, and it's high protein cereal. It's like no sugar added, and I had organic 2% milk. It's actually really healthy. You should probably try it. If you took a little health advice from me in this chat, you'd probably do good for yourself, actually. But if it makes you feel better to think I'm eating children's cereal, there's no way parents are feeding their kids that cereal. That cereal is like $10 a box, and I get like 3 bowls out of it. Okay, I don't know whose fucking rich kids is eating that, but that's not right. That's for adults there. You only get that cereal if you actually worked your ass off for it.
Here, which is beyond the scope of the conversation we're having with it.
I was gonna say yes, the chiseled Rizape thing. Okay, so he said, is chiseled Rizape morally objectively wrong or bad? Now this is super complicated, but this is like so there's like 100,000 different ways to approach this, but there was probably an era in human history, and just going by, I mean, I'm not that informed in terms of human history, what our lifespans were all throughout human history, but there's been different points in human history that supposedly our population actually came down to like don't they say like 100,000 or like a tens of thousands? Like our population has dwindled down quite a few times, extremely low, and with our life expectancy being very low as well, bro, probably the majority of pregnancies happened during childhood. I would be willing to bet money that throughout human history, the majority of births, pregnancies, and births took place when girls were children. And that was probably required for us to get to where we are cool, sophisticated little society that we have now. That was probably a requirement, right? I mean, was it objectively morally wrong if there was a point? I don't know exactly. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that, okay? But if you just think like there was even one small little generation or era of human history where the population got so low and life expectancy was so short, people were fucking dying from their teeth in their 20s and stuff. Of course people were. Like in the Bible, Mary is pregnant at 13 or 14 or some shit like this. This is like probably the majority of pregnancies happen during childhood. What we consider childhood now. This is because we live in a society with we're sensitive people. We're sophisticated, philosophical, and we've sort of taken ourselves out of the, I could say maybe animalistic nature of existence. Most people living in modern society, they're not like out hunting. They're not dealing with real things in the real world. Okay? Charlie Kirk buying his food from fucking Walmart or goddamn McDonald's or wherever the fuck he eats. Charlie Kirk is not like living the raw human experience that everyone else, the majority of humans, have lived since we've been anatomically modern humans, since however far back they say now, 1 million years, a few 100,000 years. I don't know what they say now, but it's somewhere between there where they say you could actually say that that's around then is the point where we are anatomically modern humans, like what we look like today, has been around for at least a few 100,000 years, probably 1 million, a little more than that, somewhere in there. Anyway, for the majority of time, people have not been living in a big society where everyone has time to fucking go to school and overthink every little fucking thing that we do, and we're all protected, and there's like a few people that practice agriculture. We get all of our food from them and don't have to think about it twice. Normally, you're just going and buy, unless it's like the economy gets that bad that people start thinking about getting their own chickens so they can get free eggs. Most people are not thinking about where food comes from or any of the just like raw experience of living in this fucking fleshy, meaty, fucking bloody world that we're in, okay? But most people have lived that experience through human history. Charlie Kirk is not thinking about that, though, when he's making a statement like this. Is chiseled Riz Ape objectively wrong? In modern society, of course it is. And this is the thing where morality changes over time. And it's probably better, the collective, it's a toss-up maybe between, depending on what slice of human history you're looking at, whether it's better or worse to look for the what you could say is the godless collective, the philosophical godless collective, going to that for morality. There are probably many cases where that would be a lot better off than going to some fucking organized religion for your objective morality. Probably depends on what era of human history. There's parts, and again, I'm not a fucking scholar, but there's parts in every religious book that commend disgusting acts. That's not even like debatable. So it is like mind-boggling where some Christian people think that they're this modern picture that's painted of Christianity. They think that gets them a free pass with the morality argument. We don't even have to have this debate. I just ask God for morality. You have to prefer one of the religions. It's still a preference for you. We're still at square one.
Is that not philosophy?
It's religion is a form of philosophy.
No, it's not. It's a form of religion.
So what does the word philosophy mean? The word philosophy means what?
A
love.
Definition of morality.
Let's go back to Greek.
Outside of
what
religion.
Does philosophy mean, everybody? Philos, love. Sophos, wisdom. The love of wisdom. And where do you get wisdom from? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Jesus Christ. He's going to get a round of applause for this. God help us.
Christianity and philosophy.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Wisdom comes from experience. The word of God comes from the bastardization of man. Who wrote the passages in the Bible? Man.
Well, he transcribed them.
That's the same. Oh, sorry. That's the same thing. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
By what moral standard was it wrong to swear?
Ugh.
Rain, make it.
Ugh. Cringe.
Rain girl, make it.
You again. Everybody's loving that Grubhub deal with Prime, huh?
Should we just start carpooling? Amazon Prime member?
I don't find it to be wrong. Personally, I think every adult here cusses, and it's not objectively
if it's not wrong, why'd you apologize?
Okay, that's fine.
No, if it's
Are
not
you
wrong,
ever going to apologize?
Well, I'm sorry, hold on. But why, if it's not, this is important. Why would you, if it's not wrong, why'd you apologize for swearing? There's something in you that said this is wrong.
Because the collective of this room said it's wrong, and I try
No,
not
they
to
didn't.
do
There
it.
wasn't a vote. There wasn't a scorecard. Like, don't vote. Like, don't swear,
Who
not
clapped
swear.
with Christianity?
Okay, yes.
Oh,
but,
now they're silent.
Yeah, but they
Christianity inherently has taught me throughout my youth that not to swear. Not to cuss.
Yeah, he apologized because he knows probably the majority of the crowd doesn't want to hear somebody cussing and stuff. It's not because Jesus is watching him.
been a good thing or bad thing for humanity?
Or maybe he is and he's invisible back there behind him. I don't know. Maybe it is Jesus.
I think it's neutral. I think it makes no difference.
I think it's a good thing we teach people to restrain their tongues. I think it's a good thing for self-control. I think it's a good thing that we teach that your words really matter and that you shouldn't just say whatever you want to say whenever you want to say it. And the fact
I agree with that.
Well, hold on. The fact you interrupted yourself shows that actually the Christian inheritance, without you knowing it, creates better actions because it creates better behavior.
Yeah, I've also seen Christians do the worst shit I've ever seen.
Of course, but how do you know it's bad? You know it's bad
My own sense of morality. We've been over this.
Right. And Hitler's sense of morality is kill the Jews. If we all have our own
And the collective said that's not right.
Well, actually, they didn't. He was democratically elected. It's not true.
Of that country. There's more people in a country, dog.
Yes. Again, lots of countries can make collectively awful and terrible decisions.
Right.
And so when a country does that, and again, just so we're clear,
that also happened in the past.
You are unintentionally minimizing the Holocaust, which is fine. But you're unintentionally.
How?
Because you're saying,
oh my God, Charlie Kirk is he's bringing the Holocaust into it. You need to be more sensitive about the Holocaust, sir. You don't realize your question is like, 5 logical steps removed from denying the Holocaust. I don't think we should go there.
no, it's just one country. It's just one thing. First of all, Hitler took over like all of Europe. It wasn't just one country.
Through military strength, not through democracy.
Right, but he believed he was right.
Right, and the rest of the world said you're not.
Well, actually, that's not true. At first, Russia
Why
said
did the US get into World War II?
Time out. At first, Russia said he was right, and then they changed their mind.
Oh, yeah.
Italy said he was right. Imperial Japan said he was right. The whole world was not united against Hitler.
And I put that
until,
on the...
time out.
Okay.
The whole world
time out
was
for you,
not
sir.
against Hitler until 2 original Anglo-Christian nations, Britain and America, decided to tell him to stop.
Where the
so the whole
people
world
said
was
that
no, not correct. The entire world was not united against Hitler. In fact, every major power was trying to cozy up to him.
You were talking about the word.
When a collective of people does something good, Charlie Kirk goes, "Oh, well, that's not a regular collective. That's a Christian collective."
The men that were leading those countries, not the people themselves.
Again,
you still ignore the people's word. I know 75 million people voted or whatever, but there's more people than 75 million in America. I'm so sick of this conversation of the majority. I'm talking about the majority with the election, people. 75 is not a majority of 350. That's math.
Mr. Pirate, you brought up the collective, just to be clear.
Yes. And I also said the collective can be wrong.
Again, we go back to the moral standard of
There's
what
no
is wrong.
absolute truth
Yes,
over here.
there
You're
is.
trying to say
Do you
there
believe
is.
that absolutely?
Oh God, this is cringe. This is from this little gotcha that Charlie Kirk is doing is from an extremely cringe interaction between some random Christian lady and Aaron Ra, who is often on Modern Day Debate. He's an atheist, Satanist guy that debates people and stuff. This is quote for quote the same interaction that he had with this Christian girl. I forget. One of them's like, "There is no absolute truth," and then they're like, "Do you believe that absolutely?"
You got me.
Do you believe it absolutely? You said there. If there's no absolute truth, do you believe it absolutely?
Personally, but there is no absolute on the collective.
Wait, hold on. So you absolutely.
My personal beliefs do not dictate the rest of the world.
Well, hold on. So you absolutely believe that there is no such thing as absolute truth, therefore showing that there is absolute truth.
Okay,
because that's a truth claim.
Thank you, boss.
Yes, what I'm saying is that your philosophy falls apart upon even the slightest cross-examination, which is that, of course, there's absolute truth.
Your only fundamental.
So does yours, Charlie. So does yours. You are the one that established a standard at the guys. If you remember, rewind back to the beginning. Go watch this fucking video yourself. Charlie Kirk makes pirate walk the plank. Charlie Kirk was the one who established at the very beginning up here that, oh, well, if you are looking to something for a moral objective, and in your case, it's the collective, then the collective does atrocities, then, looks like you can't rely on the collective for objective morality. And then you go, hey, Charlie, what about religious people? Have they done some atrocities in the name of religion? Yeah, but who cares? You can use a shovel to dig a ditch or hit someone in the head with it. Bro, you established the standard, and then you can't hold up your religion to the same standard. When you try to apply the same standard to you, you go, oh, well,
Truth is a book that was written thousands of years ago and translated multiple times. What do you mean?
Actually, my fundamental truth
change with knowledge being input.
Okay, true.
Yeah, that's at least what the collective can do, is reach higher than anything that is written in a Bible or Quran or something. Christians, you guys can debate about what's written in the Bible. You guys can't add to it. At least the collective can reach for something higher than what is written in the Bible. If you guys could even fathom something like that, I know it's like impossible, but yeah, you guys are stuck. You have your revelations. You're stuck with that. You have to do all kinds of bending and folding to make all of what's written in the Bible fit into whatever morality people have in the modern day. Somehow make it all work together. Even though there's a whole, whatever's trendy, you guys bitch about. There's like 1,000 other things the Bible says you're not supposed to do, but you guys focus on gay sex. Do you see where there's a problem with that? It says you can't eat shellfish or trim your beard a certain way, and you're worried about who's getting butt fucked, and that's like it. That's like all you guys care about. It's crazy, man. And that's the thing. I agree with you guys on some of it. There should be a lot less butt fucking going around. But you guys, when people try to put the mirror in front of you, when you guys are shouting about morality and these certain standards for collectives and stuff, you guys shit the bed.
Truth can change. I'll wrap up in a sec.
Okay, boss.
Truth can change. Can an adult become an infant?
But you sure act like one.
Oh, thank you. That's really
got him.
That's sharp.
I thought I'd throw that out there. Look,
so
you're talking about semantics of someone
they're just having fun.
Else's life. You're talking about semantics of someone else's life where neither of us have a word to say about it.
Oh, it's over. Come on, Charlie.
Next question. I will close with this on this. And
we're going to the next question. I'm going to close with this. I'm gonna pray for you.
One more. This is the moral confusion that happens if Christians do not contest in the public square.
Oh, fuck. Oh, I'll pray for you. All right, guys, this has been Dark Times with Dark Matt Steve. We had a lot of fun. Hold on. We got Lil Bro JC. You're doing exactly the same. What happens when okay, that's not great grammar, but we'll get through it. You're doing exactly the same. What happens when the collective decides killing people is the right thing to do? Your objective morality take is BS. No, but I'm not saying there's like an objective morality. What? How are you? What? Explain how what I'm saying is BS. Decides killing people, dude. This is the thing, though. This is the problem. Is that you guys have fundamentalists and even people not that extreme. You have backing terrible atrocities throughout human history done by religious people, How do you guys get to say, oh, well, if the collective decides to kill people, then that's worse than when religious people decide to kill people? Where are you guys like, how are you thinking? You really don't see how your side is doing the same BS? When someone goes, I decide my morality by my preference, and you guys go, oh, you're basing it off just your preference? That's so silly. I base it off of a God. Oh, which God do you prefer? The Christian one. See, I win. Do you guys not see how that is retarded? But welcome to the channel. I think you're new around here. Welcome. Thank you for checking out the stream. No, I'm willing. I'm open for debate in the chat. Seriously, this is the theme of my channel. We're all just chilling. We're learning. We're having fun, and I'm open to fucking anything here. I voted for Trump, and I probably lean conservative with a lot of shit, but I don't know. Some of the religion stuff just irks me. And I'm being real here, I would probably get my ass handed to me in a debate with Andrew Wilson. But I don't know about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk seems like he wants to do what Andrew Wilson does. He wants to. It's good to want things. It's good to dream. I'll say it that way. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. This is done. Unless this person wants to respond in the chat, I'll be willing to respond in, the next few seconds as we're closing things down here. I'm closing some tabs out. But yeah, guys, it's fucking midnight now in Florida, down here in Florida. So I got to get my ass to bed. Tomorrow morning, I'm having a new parody song debuting on the Bubba the Love Sponge show. That is the Bubba Army channel on YouTube. They do a live stream. It's a radio show, but they do a live stream, very popular online. And it starts at 6 Eastern, 6 to 10 Eastern time, 6 a.m. in the morning. So my song should be debuting probably in the 8 o'clock hour, something like that. I don't know. I sent in a couple songs. They're probably going to play both tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. But we got the Shannon Sharp parody song and the one about Lummy from the show as well. So get in the Bubba Army chat tomorrow morning. Then 6 p.m. Eastern, we got Scott Starbird will be live on his channel, and I'll be up in that chat, slutting it up. And then Alex Stein goes live 7 p.m. Eastern. And then when Alex Stein's show is over 8 o'clock, I should be on schedule tomorrow. I shouldn't be late tomorrow. And we got a fun show. We got a fun stream planned for tomorrow. No political stuff, okay? It's gonna be good times for all. So get up in here, get in the chat, and get them. All right, lovers, it's been fun. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. Mwah.